Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. So, first things first, let's hop right on into the chart, guys, as we do. Jasmy back up over 3 cents, guys. 3 cents 06. Not much resistance. If we can get some volume starting to come in sometime this weekend or maybe early next week, I mean, we could see Jasmy get back up to that first moving average around 3 cents 2-1 level, right above it. And then who knows, maybe a back up to 3 cents 5 if we can get above, if it doesn't act like too much of a resistance level. RSI is very low, guys, on the daily. It's looking good. It's little in the oversold zone for Jasmy there. So yeah, very good. We're still respecting our channels. Everything is looking good, guys. Looking good for a green week, barring more massive selling pressure, but we'll see. All right, let's get into the chat. See what's going on, guys. Juicy Jasmy, absolutely, man. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe, guys, to help the channel grow. Yes, 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 absolutely. What else do we got? Havoc, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Says, what's up, Rob? Hope your week is good. So far, so good, man. So far, so good. Games Online PC, Jasmy bearish or bullies for 4 hour. You're asking about the 4 hour chart? Well, I mean, it's not looking bad to me. We're still inside this channel. We're still respecting the channel. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens, right? Fast Too Curious, what's up, my dog? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So, boy, what's happening, man? Cryptoholic, let's go, Jasmy. Absolutely, man. Nicholas, what's up, big dog? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Light Jasmy, absolutely. Boomer's in the house. What's up, Bro Fasa? Good to see you, man. Chris, hey, Rob, hope all's going well for you and the family. Yeah, things are good. Things are good. Feeling a little sore from yesterday. Had a pretty big chest workout. I'm tender all over. So, Christ-like, what's up, man? Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. Tara, how you doing, man? How you doing? All right, let me make sure that we're live over on X. We are live. Perfect. Perfection. All right. All right, guys. So, what else we got? Don't stop. Get it. Get it. Type error. Enzo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, guys. I did some DCAing this morning. I sent out my buy alerts to the members. So if you want to know what I picked up, definitely join the member side. I'm Jasmy. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Let's freaking go. Okay, so I guess we're caught up in the chat, guys. So we'll jump right into the news this morning. What do we got? Micro dip. Afternoon, Rob and Jasmy family. Good afternoon, man. Good afternoon. Okay, so we're going to get right into it, guys. We'll jump into the news. Again, if you have a project you want me to look at, you want me to go over to a chart or something like that, you have a question, just fire it over in a super chat. I'll get to that. And, okay, so let's get into the news here. What is going on? Pow. Crypto UFO says, I get the feeling that Jasmy has been working in the background for years, and the culmination of their efforts are going to start being known in the very near future. Junction starting up operations in November, where the Jasmy token will be used as payments, which I know some of you guys don't know that, but yes, that is a utility of the Jasmy coin. Jasmy approved for the JPYD trademark that is assumed to be the stable coin. Japan's My Number card having functionality with Jasmy's personal data locker and being linked to iPhones starting next spring. So much stuff coming to light these past few months. I'm pretty excited. Yes, on top of that, guys, I'd like to add that we also have We also have the platform that they're building with Panasonic. That's scheduled to be released sometime around October, November, I believe, something to that effect. And that's where they're going to start to actually link the junction technology, the PDL, over to Panasonic's IoT devices that they're manufacturing. So that will actually be implemented. They said 6 months from the announcement, which would be somewhere around October, November. So we have that catalyst coming as well. So lots of stuff, guys, lots of stuff. Okay. Boom, we got Michael Saylor, billionaire entrepreneur. Michael Saylor explains that before he discovered Bitcoin, he wanted to retire. Now he's motivated more than ever with a new mission in life.
When I discovered Bitcoin, or when I first bought Bitcoin, I was ready to retire. I thought I had served more than 30 years as a public company CEO. I thought, I have nothing left to prove in the world. There's not much for me to do. I'll just go ahead and retire and gracefully disappear from history. And Bitcoin plopped itself into my life and first teased me and then seduced me. And then it dragged me onto that stage today. Right. And so I was dragged onto a world stage, and I found myself now, instead of quietly retiring, I was now drawn into a role of advocacy, such that I would get on a plane and fly to Sao Paulo, or fly to Uruguay, or fly to Prague, and obsess over things that I never need to obsess over, and go back on CNBC or go on Fox, go on television, and or sit down and record 1,000 hours of podcast. And these are all things that I discovered late in life. I would say I'm a late bloomer, right? Like, I'm much older than the average Bitcoiner, right? And so it's like, how did this all happen? And I think it's Bitcoin inspired me, maybe inspired me, catalyzed me. So it changed how I spend my time. It changed my intellectual interest. It changed our corporate strategy, and it gave me a mission, and I felt compelled to do it, right? Bitcoin serves us all up a mission if we listen carefully to what it has to tell us.
Wow, 100%. Guy was going to freaking retire before Bitcoin came into his life. It's life-changing, guys. Crypto is life-changing. Can you handle it is the question, right? And that's a constant thing I have to remind people about, is like, I actually did a video, I think it comes out tomorrow, and I talk about it a little bit about, when you talk to people outside of crypto, and like who are not in there, who are in your life, and you try to tell them, like, yeah, so someone says to you, wait, so I could put 20 grand into crypto and I could walk away with a couple $100,000, almost $1 million in 4-year cycle. And you're like, yeah, they're like, that sounds too good to be true. That sounds too easy, right? Yes. And yes, they're not wrong. Yes, it does sound easy. It sounds easy as hell, right? But it's not. Let me ask you this, everything that you guys have been going through over the last, 2 years, 2.5 years, through this entire bear market, right? All of the FUD, all of the red days where you just wanted to give up, all of the, listening to people say DCA all the time. Has that felt easy to you? Has that felt really, really simple? Right? It's not. It sounds easy when you say it, but only the strong truly survive in crypto, right? Most people get way too emotional and they give up. They flood themselves out of it, right? And so yeah, it's a funny little thing that sounds so easy, right? But when you put it into practice, and then it gets even harder. Because then you go from watching your portfolio where it started at 20 grand, for example, and then when you're about halfway through the market and it's starting to run, and you're just halfway through the parabolic part of it, right? And then your portfolio suddenly says, $250,000. It's hard to not sell when you've put 20 grand into something and it's like $250,000, but there's still so much more upside to go, right? So then there's that obstacle where people sell too early, right? It's a minefield. It sounds easy when you say it, but it's not. It's difficult. It's complicated. It requires patience. It requires commitment. And not everyone is capable of it, right? You guys have no idea how many people I have to reassure almost on a daily basis, right? And that frustrates me because it tells me that those people are not doing any research to reaffirm the conviction they have in their investments. They're just buying what I talk about, and that is not good, right? So yeah. Anyway, don't want to get too far off on a tangent about it. What do we got here? Matthew Dixon says, as we said yesterday, there are signs that the crypto market is bottoming, and that can certainly be for Jazz. It can certainly be for Jasmy following impulsive moves higher and predicted correction down in 3 waves. Jasmy now shows bullish candlesticks, signaling upside is coming. I agree, guys. We have, for the most part, bottomed out, I believe. But we'll have to stay on top of it, just like everything else, right? And this is something I brought to you guys yesterday. Let's hear a little bit more about it. Now, Dell, the CEO of Dell, Michael Dell, is suddenly tweeting about Bitcoin, guys, and Michael Saylor has been tweeting at him as well. Are we going to see a second company in Dell copy MicroStrategy and start, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin like Michael Saylor's? Guys, we're going to run out one day. I'm telling you right now, and people are saying, "Oh, you're crazy. It's not going to happen." We're going to run out of Bitcoin. You're not going to be able to buy any very, very soon.
This is a situation that a lot of companies in the U.S., specifically a lot of the larger corporations that have millions, if not billions, of dollars of cash or cash equivalents just sitting in treasury. And I just have to remind everyone, so this is Dell. I asked ChatGPT this morning, and I said, how much cash does Dell Technologies have on hand? And it says, as of April 30th, 2024, Dell Technologies has $5.83 billion in cash and cash equivalents, including investments. With a 3% inflation, that's a loss of $174 million on a yearly basis. Fiat is a melting ice cube. $170 worth of purchasing power completely evaporated.
174 million, not $170.
I apologize. $174 million worth of purchasing power just going poof. That's not normal. The fact that that's normalized is crazy. And I think it's a testament of the free market finding a way despite the theft, because this is theft. Dell's paying taxes, right? Are they agreeing to this additional tax as well? Now, what's really interesting is that they can just put a percentage of that $5.83 billion that they have in cash. They can just put a percentage of that into Bitcoin, and it will compensate for the $174 million that they're losing in purchasing power. Now, the reason that a company like Dell doesn't care about that is because they have massive revenues and they're able to deal with that. But that's insane. The fact that we live in a world that's somehow normalized is absolutely crazy. And this is one of the things that Bitcoin fixes. And I think as time progresses, as Michael Saylor proves that his Bitcoin strategy is superior, I think you're going to see more and more dominoes fall. I think that this domino falling is massive. This is a big effing deal. This is huge. Dell Technologies is a massive company. And I think that if he finally comes out and says the quiet part out loud, I think it's going to make a massive splash, and it's going to further accelerate Bitcoin adoption, because any company that is competing against Dell is going to be at a disadvantage.
100%, guys. It's a far bigger deal. That's why I talked about it yesterday, brought it up again today. Guys, supply and demand, these massive companies, you have like these billionaires and these massive companies are putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets. So how the average retail investor who's doing the same thing has some sort of doubt in their mind is beyond me. Like, I am so confident putting my pennies where they put their dollars. You know, you don't listen to things that they say, you watch the things that they do, and then you mimic it, right? So, I mean, it's obviously not financial advice, but I mean, it is a pretty safe way to go about it, man, right? Do what the billionaires do. You should be okay. What do we got? Asset managers, including VanEck and BlackRock, have updated their spot Ethereum ETF applications. So, the clock is ticking on that, guys. We got what do we got? We got 8 days left of the month or something like that. So we've got about 10 days until they're expecting these Ethereum ETFs to actually be live. So very bullish, guys. Very bullish. Clock's ticking. Steph, what's going on with Steph? Jasmy has been following. Yeah, we looked at this yesterday, guys, and I just wanted to bring it up again because it's like Jasmy's been following Ethereum's movements like clockwork. Look at this. The yellow is Ethereum, and the red and green here is obviously Jasmy. So the reason this is important is because, and again, I said it yesterday, what happens when the Ethereum ETF goes live and Ethereum's price goes absolutely bonkers? Well, if you have a look at Jasmy, it has been almost identically mirroring Ethereum. So is Jasmy going to go absolutely parabolic when Ethereum does with these ETFs? Because make no mistake about it, guys, about 2 or 3 weeks after this Ethereum ETF goes live, Ethereum's going to go bonkers, just like Bitcoin did in terms of price action, right? Bitcoin went from like 40,000 to like 73,000 in like 60 days or something like that, like 2 months, right? So the potential for Jasmy to go absolutely insane in price over the next couple of months, holy smokes, guys. If Ethereum mimics price action wise, and it should, because listen, it's going to take less money for Ethereum to go nuts in terms of price than it did for Bitcoin because the market cap is so much lower. If even half the amount of money that flowed into Bitcoin flows into the Ethereum ETFs, Ethereum will perform exactly the same way because it's got so much more room to run in terms of market cap, right? So Ethereum's price is going to go up faster than Bitcoin's did. And Jasmy, being an ERC20 token, and as we can see here, has been following exactly in Ethereum's price action. What happens? Does Jasmy go absolutely bonkers too? Strap in, guys. Strap in. I think that's something that people are not really talking much about. Very, very bullish. Lark says Bitcoin has been chilling at 64K range this week. So who's selling? Bitcoin whales have sold 1.2 billion worth of BTC in the past 2 weeks. Bitcoin ETFs have registered 544 million in outflows this week. Bitcoin miner reserves are dropped to lower levels than in 14 years. Yeah, and I told you guys about that over the last couple of days. Like, people have asked, well, what's with the selling pressure? Well, I mean, you got some smaller miners capitulating, right? You've got ETF outflows that were happening, and you've got the government of Germany as well that's been selling off. So, yeah, it adds up. It adds up. So, but that selling pressure will dissipate. That's the thing, guys, right? It can only last so long. Michael Vandepop, the Bitcoin dominance approaching resistance is likely peaking. Given the fact that the Ethereum ETF is around the corner, the Ethereum ETF has very low expectations, though, which a reversal on the altcoin market is likely. So, me personally, guys, I scooped more stuff up this morning. Hopefully, you guys have been taking advantage and stuffing your bags because, hell yeah. These prices won't be around forever, guys. Just in, BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF had 760 million in trading volume today. That was yesterday. They announced it the day after, right? So a lot of it was outflows, though, unfortunately, right? All right, check out this little juicy gem we got. Sonia, she says, I asked Google about the Nvidia Jasmy connection. So this is from Google. Rumors of a potential collaboration with Nvidia, a top global company, have significantly contributed to Jasmy's recent rise. Following Jasmy's announcement about developing artificial intelligence infrastructure in Japan, speculation concerning a partnership with Nvidia has stirred excitement among investors. Yes, so even Google's talking about it, baby. Even Google knows what's up. All right, and then guys, so I wanted to follow up on this Deep Link partnership. Now, I'm not singling anybody out, but somebody had said in the Discord that they were concerned, that they were saying that Jasmy making all these partnerships is a bad thing, and the points were all very, very incorrect, I'll say, in my opinion, right? And again, I'm addressing it on the stream because it was far too much for me to type a response out to all of it. So I'm just going to kind of go through it a little bit here and kind of, knock some of these out. So they say stuff like decision making. With too many partners, decision making can become slow and cumbersome. Disagreements among partners. Complete misunderstanding. The partners, the companies that Jasmy partners with don't have says. They don't get votes. They don't get to say what the company does. These partnerships and collaborations are for these companies to utilize the GPU cluster cloud that Janction is creating, right? They don't get to dictate which when a company, especially a global company, forms partnerships and stuff like that. The companies that they form partnerships don't get to dictate which direction the company goes in, right? And when you form these partnerships, you strategically form partnerships on an intelligent level to make sure that there is no conflicts of interest, right? I mean, that's just common sense. And we're talking about a company that plans on going global. So, I mean, how that would be a concern, I don't know. You think they would be intelligent enough to make sure that they're not forming partnerships that have conflicts of interest, right? That's what big businesses do. Anyway, next point. Misalignment of goals. Each partner may have their own agenda or vision for the business. They don't get to have a vision for the business. They get to have a vision for their own business. When a company partners with Sony, they don't get to start to decide which way Sony goes as a company. I don't understand where that is kind of coming from, to be honest. Communication challenges. Communication can become more complex with a large number of partners, leading to misunderstandings. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Why would you? We're talking about a global company here. Does Sony have problems communicating with all of their partners? Does Nvidia have problems communicating with all of their partners? What? I don't understand that. And again, I'm not being a dick to who. That's why I'm not calling out who wrote this. I'm just saying a lot of these concerns about a company like Jasmy forming a bunch of partnerships don't make any sense, right? On a massive scale. A company that, if these were problems for a company that are being highlighted here, that company would be grossly incompetent to begin with, right? Dilution of ownership. These companies that they're partnering with, they do not get stock or trade or whatever it is. They don't get a vote in what Jasmy and Janction do as a company unless they buy stock. Them partnering to utilize Janction's technology doesn't automatically give them stock in the company. There's been zero talk at all. And I can tell you this because I do more research than anybody out there when it comes to Jasmy and Janction. There is no talk of these companies that are partnering with Janction that are getting stock in Jasmy that get to dictate which direction the company goes in. Again, this is all stuff that's being pulled out of thin air. There's nothing under this, right? Conflicts of interest, we've already covered. Resource allocation, with more partnerships, it can be challenging to allocate resources. That's why your company grows. You grow your company, you hire more people, you hire more department heads, you continue. That's what you do when you grow. Again, does Sony have problems? Does Nvidia have problems with these things? Like, these are global companies. Does Panasonic have problems with these things? No. Why would Jasmy? Why would all of these problems that no other global company struggles with be a problem for again, the company would have to be incompetent to have these as problems, right? Legal and financial complexity. Managing a business with many partners can lead to legal and financial complexities. I don't understand how that is. Again, you hire lawyers, you hire law firms, you right? It's not like you don't hire and expand as the company grows. This doesn't make any sense, right? Yes. Sorry. Jasmy is collabing with too many companies to the point that my question is, how are they going to manage all these companies? By growing and expanding, by hiring more people. Again, I have to bring it always back to, how does Sony operate and grow? How does Panasonic operate and grow? How does Nvidia operate and grow with these same issues, right? These are not realistic issues for a company. And if they are issues for a company, again, that company is incompetent then. You should be able to manage and hire as you form these partnerships. You hire strategically to expand. If you're like, okay, so our departments are becoming, our legal department is becoming over leveraged. They're too busy. Okay, we need to bring in more people for our legal department, so on and so forth. Our blockchain department's overworked. Okay, we need the labor to, like, this is just common sense. And again, I'm not being a dick or anything. I'm just addressing this because it's a concern that somebody brought up, and it's a legitimate one. So I'm just letting the people who read it or whatever know it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. These are not concerns that a company that aspires to be a global company should consider issues that they can't deal with, right? If you ever want to be the size of Sony, if you ever want to be the size of Nvidia or Nintendo, like whatever, massive Apple, Microsoft, then these shouldn't be issues for you at all, right? So that's just my thoughts. I was way too much to type out in response in the Discord. So again, if those are issues for Jasmy, then Jasmy would be an incompetently run company, right? So that's why I kind of brought that up. Just wanted to address that in the video. All right, what else do we got? Market alert, Squawk Box, guys. If you have something that isn't the best performing asset over 5, 10, 15 years, provide, periods of its store of value, I'm ready to listen up.
But we know. Here are the futures.
This love is real.
Yeah, here are the futures.
Around the table.
You cut it with a knife. Here are the futures down 115 now on the Dow. We saw kind of some similar action yesterday. The Dow paired its losses, and NASDAQ ended higher yesterday, but it's down today. Not a lot happening in treasuries. The 10-year has sort of been locked in a little bit of a range as far as yield goes, 428. But, and that's a big but, crypto, 59.
Yeah.
59. And what I was going to say last time we were talking about it, 58, when we were talking about it, Andrew, time goes fast. You'll see the older you get. But we were talking about 26 or 27.
Yep.
Really, it seems like last week. It wasn't. It was a couple months ago. But we were wondering, what's going on? When is it going to move on the anticipation of the ETF? What about the Fed easing? Is that going to be what finally get? And, you go to bed, wake up, it's 59, 58. That's unbelievable. It's almost back to where, you always point out how anybody who bought at 63 or 64 is losing money. You're not going to be able to say that.
I won't be able to say that. People, if you held the whole time.
Well, you might be able to say it. It might go back down. That is one of the things that if you buy it, you better be ready for anything.
Which goes to the idea of, is this a store of value?
I don't think it does.
Is it speculation?
I don't think
store of value?
No, I don't think that does. If you have something that's the best performing asset over 5, 10, and 15-year periods, it's a store value. I'm ready to say that. I'm ready to give it the...
On the record.
I don't think he quite understands what a store of value is, right? Because he always argues that on here. He's always like, yeah, but is it a store of value because the price fluctuates? Yes, it is, because when you're talking about a store of value, you're talking about a bigger picture. You're talking about a longer time frame. You're not talking about 6 months, right? That's not what you talk about. That's not what target you're looking at when you're talking about a store of value. You're talking years. You're talking 10 years, 15, 20 years. And if Bitcoin has gone from $6,000 to $73,000 inside of a 10-year window, then yeah, I'm sorry, that is better than a store of value, right? But he's always trying to go on the micro, right? He's like, yeah, but it was down. It's down this week, so is it a store of value? Week? Screw your week. You know where you could put your week? We're talking years, buddy, right? But again, he'll do that to try to FUD crypto. So, and then I made a video, I think last night or the day before yesterday, about Solana. Canada has officially filed for the first Solana ETF. And Coinbase Institutional announces that it will be the custodian for North America's first Solana ETF by 3iQ Corp here in Canada. Canada's making moves, baby, making moves. What do we got? Okay, Ash Crypto, Bitcoin bottom in June. So in the last 4 years, BTC has made a bottom in June. In 2020, BTC bottomed on June 28th at $9,013. In 2021, BTC bottomed in June 22nd at $29,500. In 2022, BTC made a local bottom for June 19th at $19,000. In 2023, BTC bottomed on June 15th at $24,900. If history is repeating again, BTC will bottom in June, consolidate for a few weeks, and then break above all-time high, which will lead to $100,000 BTC. Let's go. Top cryptos to watch this week. Are they the best buys for the end of Q2? Down, down, down. Jasmy Coin. Jasmy Coin gained huge attention when the price initiated a monthly trade with a 40% rise after undergoing a 30% rise in the last few days of May. Unfortunately, the bears halted the bullish trend at the crucial resistance zone of 4 cents, initiating a 30% pullback. However, the bulls appear to have entered the ring and hence may begin the weekly trade on a positive note, aiming to reclaim the resistance before the end of the month. Yes, let's get a fantastic monthly close going for Jasmy. That would be great. Tomorrow's going to be exciting. We're going to have the weekly close tomorrow. That'll be fun. So yeah. Here's how much outflows the spot Bitcoin ETF saw last week as BTC dropped 3%. Most US-based spot Bitcoin ETFs have started to see substantial withdrawals, and the total amount has shot up to more than 500 million in the past week alone. Even though it was just a 4-day trading week, the developments have undoubtedly harmed BTC's price movements, which have been closely related to ETF flows. Ever since mid-January, when the US SEC reluctantly approved nearly a dozen spot Bitcoin ETFs, these financial vehicles have been at the forefront of the investor adoption, especially from those who refrained from entering the landscape before this regulatory nod. There have been a few trends established in the past few months or so. It all started quite positively as the ETFs saw consecutive days of inflows from January 26th to February 20th. Things changed in April, in late April, and in early May, and investors pulled out a lot, especially on May 1st. The tides turned once again in mid-May to early June when the ETFs established their longest streak of positive inflows, 19 days. Yet, the uncertainty in the U.S. economy, including the Fed's refusal to reduce the interest rates, have turned the tables on the past 10 days or so. In fact, there have been outflows in the past eight out of the last 9 trading days. The only exception was the June 12th with 100.8 million in inflows, which I mean is okay, but the past week, even though trading on Wall Street was open for just 4 days, saw only withdrawals according to Farside. Just shy of 550 million was pulled out of the ETFs. Interestingly, Fidelity's FBTC has seen the most outflows, surpassing even Grayscale's GBTC on Friday. 44.8 million was taken from FBTC and 34.2 out of GBTC. ARK Invest was also in the red. As mentioned above, BTC's price movements have been strongly correlated to the ETF flows. As such, it's no surprise that the underlying asset has underperformed in the past week or so. Aside from the brief spike from 66K to 67K on Monday, Bitcoin has been predominantly losing value. This culminated yesterday evening when it slumped to a 5-week low of 63,300, despite recovering about $1,000 since then. BTC is still about 3% down on the week, and its market cap has declined to 1.265 trillion. So, guys, a lot of selling pressure going on. That's the thing, right? And they didn't even mention Germany was also selling, so not fantastic. They seized a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin, and now they're selling it off as well. So yeah. All right, guys, we're going to switch back over to the charts. We're going to get back into the chat. So, guys, I'm going to give you about 30 to 45 seconds to get your questions into the chat, and I will be right back to answer all of your questions. And I'm sure you guys want to look at some projects. So, all right, put your questions in the chat, guys. All right, let's go. Let's have a closer look at this chart, man. All right, first step, guys, is a daily close above that 3 cent would be awesome. Enzo, I think Blue Zell has potential like XCN. Any thoughts? Let's have a look. I think I looked at this. Is familiar. I think I looked at this last week, maybe. Bluezilla. It's not on CoinMarketCap. Let me check. Check Dex Tools. On Dex Tools either, man. I got nothing, brother. Check out MXD. $370,000 market cap. Wow, that's low. 100% of the supply. All-time high was 2 hours ago. What is it? What is it? El Dinero, Mexico. A national cryptocurrency of the future. Send and receive money from all over the world. So they trying to be XRP or something like that? RWA. I would need to learn more about it, to be honest with you. Looking at the amount of tokens they have, I'm not in love with that. But the market cap's nice and low. Seems like it's having itself a run up right now. It seems a very, very new project, right? Yeah. I don't know. I probably personally wouldn't go more than I don't know, a couple $100 into something like this until I did more research on it. Michael Saylor is probably is him, Satoshi. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Rory, hey Rob, has there ever been a coin in Binance Innovation Zone like Jasmy before, or what has happened to the crypto that has been removed? There's never been a project in the Innovation Zone like Jasmy because there is no project like Jasmy. All of Jasmy's content all of their technology is patented. That's another thing. Reminds me real quick. Somebody had said in one of the comments of one of the videos, they said, "Oh, I heard that Jasmy's copied all their technology from," and then they named some other company, and it was like, you understand that Jasmy's tech is all patented tech, right? Like it's all created. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I have no idea about projects that have been removed from the Innovation Zone and how they've performed afterwards. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Happy Saturday. William, what's up, my friend? Hey, just got done cutting the grass. Nice. I love that fresh grass smell, man. Christian, 12-hour shift right now, getting some more dry powder. Nice. That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. Can you check Kava is a native staking and governance token on Kava blockchain? Anyone who holds Kava has ownership. Kava. I haven't looked at Kava in a couple of years. It's been a long time since I looked at Kava. 100% of the supply in circulation. $690 million market cap. Audited by Certec. All-time high was in the last bull run, $12. Yeah, I could get back. It could get back to $12. Kava's got a community behind it. They got some good listings as well. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, Gate.io, so on and so forth, right? LBank, the channel sponsor, LBank. So yeah, I mean, Kava should do okay. It stood the test of time. It's been around for a while, so it should smash its all-time high, in my opinion. AZ Marine, these guys running Jasmy are pros, CEOs of freaking Sony. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Can you do some TA on Swift token, please? If I look over at Swift, I have to bring it up on... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring it up over on. All right, just bear with me. I will bring. I got to look at it. It's not on. It's not on Binance, so I can't look at it on the Binance chart. So. I look at Swift charts almost on a daily basis with you guys, though, just so you know. I mean, Swift is already. Oh, sorry. Where's my KuCoin? Where is my KuCoin? Here we go. Here we go. So Swift is having itself, that's the 15-minute. It's having itself a good little day so far. I mean, but we've talked about this, right? Like Swift broke out of one falling wedge pattern already on the daily, and it looks like we are in another one, right? Or, you know, we're still kind of just going here. If we eliminate the wicks, right? Eventually, this will break to the upside, clearly, right? I think once we break out of this, that is when we will smash through 1 cent, in my opinion. We'll smash back through a penny, and then it's upwards and onwards from there. I think 1 cent and then probably 3 to 4 cents would be the next level after that. But we do have some bullishness on the charts. Most charts are looking bullish as it is, guys. So, yeah. It's looking good. It's looking good. I do believe in the potential of Jasmy, but I'm sad because I was not able to DCA this dip because I was short of funds. Hello, brother. Nice. Listen to your videos. I listen a lot from the Philippines. Learning a lot from you. Thanks. Hey, no problem, man. And thanks for being here, my brother. Thank you so much for being here. And hey, there's nothing wrong with sitting on your hands and just hodling if you know you got no dry powder. That happens sometimes, right? You can only buy so many dips before you got to reload on dry powder, right? It happens to me, it happens to everybody, man. But you stayed strong, man. That's what's important, brother, right? So hopefully you get another paycheck soon and you can pick up some more dry powder, man. Gary, finally here. Thanks for all you do, Rob. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem, man. I appreciate you guys as much as you appreciate me. Ruben, do you believe Jasmy could get to 70? No, not by 2026. I think that's more of like a 2028, 2029 would be a little more realistic in my opinion. And I think it's just, you know, a bad calculation. I think that they don't realize how much, how much time it's going to take to lock up 36 billion tokens, right? But we'll see what happens when the PDL goes live. Then we'll have a little bit more of a rough idea, you know, at what pace are tokens being locked up and taken out of circulation. That will let us know, you know, what we're looking at in terms of a schedule. Akinu, a good buy right now. Well, what I can say to that is, now me personally, I don't think so. I think that there's other meme coins out there that are a better buy. This one's just, you know what? It's kind of died down in terms of popularity and stuff like that. It's not crazy popular like Turbo or, you know, I don't know, Bonk or whatever, you know, like Whiff, right? Dog with Hat or whatever. And there's so many like really popular ones. This one's kind of died down in terms of popularity and stuff, which, hey, maybe that is a good opportunity because maybe it makes a comeback, right? I just wouldn't ape heavy into it is all, right? I just feel like this one's kind of lost a lot of its momentum. Where do you see the largest resistance for XCN? Probably around 4 cents, I think. 3 to 4 cents is a pretty powerful level, in my opinion. But if we break through that, it's, in my opinion, it's straight up to the all-time high from there. But I'm sure more resistance levels will also form when we get there. So What are your Lathero points for Jasmy? I'm at 30 cents, 60 cents. Got to be a member of the channel for that, brother. Only the members get my DCA plans, my exit strategies. Zach, what's up, buddy? Hey, bro. Bit late. Bit of a late one today. Yeah. Well, it's Saturday, right? So, I mean, I run a bar at night. I run a nightclub. So, I mean, I didn't get home and get to bed till like 6 in the morning last night or this morning. So, was about to go to bed. Billy, what's up, buddy? No doop a doo doo. Yep, I'm Canadian. Beebs, what's up, buddy? Good afternoon. BLZ, it's on CoinMarketCap. Oh, here we go. $141 million market cap. No max supply. Uh, 6 years ago was the all-time high. I would need to know. First thing I'd need to know, as you know, I would need to know why. Why was the all-time high? Why did it underperform in the last bull run? Would be the first thing I'd want to know. It's a platform. Is this like a DEX? Transforming DPIN storage nodes to your devices. Oh, I mean, maybe they're just behind their time, right? Maybe they're ahead of their time. So, yeah, I mean, I would give it a shot. I just wouldn't go completely nuts. So, but it seems like a decent one. Zach, boom, member for 5 months. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. 5 months strong. Thanks for all your hard work, broski. Hey, thanks for supporting the channel, brother. It means a lot. When things are down, when the market's kind of down and boring and sideways, I don't get a whole bunch of support. So it's greatly appreciated, man. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Rob. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. All right, so we're all caught up on the chat, guys. Kind of a slower Saturday. We will be back, guys. By the way, tomorrow, just so you guys know, we have the members-only live stream tomorrow. So if you guys want to participate in the members-only live streams, we drop some microcap gems. We do some member stuff. So you got to click the join button or the link in the chat to become a member. It's only $4, guys, to be a member. So I made my first money with BLZ. Never had a clue about it. It doubled in a week. Nice. Nice. Good looking, bro. Gotcha. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. I got you back. I got you back, man. All right, guys. I'm going to go eat some lunch. Oh, what do we got? I tend to pull away from my phone when the market's down. Stay away from the FUD and emotions. Always behind you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Jack, I know you always got my back, bro. And listen, if you were not in Australia, we would definitely go have a beer sometime. But I'm terrified that even the bottle of beer came in would try to eat me. So I'm what do we got? Rob, this is the best channel. Thank you. Hey, no problem, man. And I appreciate you being here. I really do. I appreciate you guys. By the way, guys, on a quick note before we end the stream, we only need 5 subscribers to get to 5,700. So if you're watching, smash that subscribe button, guys. All right, guys. No live stream this evening because I will be at work. But there's lots of videos coming out. So lots of content coming out. So watch the videos. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe button, guys. I will see you tomorrow for the live stream. And as always, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.